Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. I am Tony Abatey, and we are here at Parsons High School as the Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers get ready to open SEK League play here tonight against the Parsons Vikings and Lady Vikings. We'll get the starters here as they announce them tonight. All right, so your starters for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers here tonight. Of course, their head coach is Parsons Steps. They come in at 3-0 this season so far. They're going to go with 5'6" junior Rayleigh Cowan, 5'6" junior Abby Gorman, 5'9" junior Claire McElroy, 6' senior Kylie Comstock, and 5'9" junior JC Rogers. For Parsons tonight, they will go with junior Braylon Hinman Mitchell, sophomore Alex Stoneberger, freshman Ayanna Robertson, senior Sayla Ray, and junior Cadence Ball. Fort Scott will be in their road red uniforms with the white letters and numbers, and we are underway here this evening as Fort Scott gets the opening tip, and very quickly it's Claire McElroy, the first 2 points of the evening for the Lady Tigers. Parsons gets it down into the front court, a little turnaround shot. That one doesn't go. Rebound taken there by Fort Scott. Here come the Lady Tigers quickly into the front court themselves. Now down low. Turnaround shot inside. No good, but a foul. And it looks like Fort Scott will be heading to the free throw line. Foul is on Ayanna Robertson. It'll be her first. Of course, the team's first as well here in the quarter. And free throws for JC Rogers. The first one is no good, just off the lip. Lady Tigers, of course, as I mentioned, in their road red uniforms with the white letters and numbers, white and black trim. Second free throw is good for JC. So that'll make it a 3-0 advantage here in the early going for the Lady Tigers. And a quick Parsons turnover. We'll get it right back to Fort Scott with 7:29 to play here in the first quarter. Of course, the Vikings in their home white uniforms with the blue letters and numbers, blue and gold trim. Fort Scott coming right at us as we sit on the mezzanine right up above the south end of the gym here tonight. Three-pointer in the corner is in and out, no good. Rebound loose, and it looks like a foul on the floor. We'll see who that's going to be called on. It looks like it might be on Parsons. It'll be the second one in the quarter on the Vikings. It'll be the first one on Alex Stoneberger, and it'll be an inbound play for Fort Scott. Looks like JC to toss it in. Actually, that was Claire inbounding the ball, and now we got a whistle here as the ball goes back over to Parsons. And if you can see down at the far end above the goal, you'll notice there is a shot clock tonight. That is new this season. It is a trial period for efficacious schools willing to jump into that. And all the SEK schools are going to be a part of that this season. Here's a whistle and a jump ball. So it'll go back over to Fort Scott here with 6:53 to go in the first quarter. So shot clock, actually no, excuse me, it's going to stay with Parsons here. So the inbounds play comes into Stoneberger. Now out to Hinman Mitchell out at the top. Now they go to the left side wing into the hands of Ray. Back to Hinman Mitchell. She'll reset the offense. 15 on the shot clock. Something that we all will have to adjust to as we go along the SEK League season here. Pass was deflected out of bounds by Fort Scott, so it'll stay with Parsons. 12 on the shot clock. Again, for those who may not be familiar with watching it in college and pro basketball, the shot clock only resets if there's a turnover, like right there. Nice steal by Cowan up the floor and a layup for Rayleigh Cowan. And the Lady Tigers increase that lead to 5-0 now over Parsons. So the shot clock resets on a turnover. Or if the ball hits the rim. And it will always reset to 35 seconds this season. If you watch college basketball, there's different rules for that, but not for high school basketball this season. So it will always reset to 35 seconds when it does so. Pass, now we got a whistle here. And looks like a foul on Fort Scott. Foul is on J.C. Rogers. And a quick steal on the inbounds play for Fort Scott. They'll get it down the court. Three-pointer coming from Gorman. It's no good off the front rim. Rebound taken by Fort Scott. They get it back inside to Comstock. Kylie drives around the lane. Shot there doesn't go, but a foul, and Kylie will head to the free throw line. Third foul on Parsons here in the first quarter. Second one in the game on Robertson. And now Kylie Comstock to the lane. This is the first one. Second one is good for Comstock. So that'll make it 6-0 Lady Tigers. And here's another steal for Fort Scott. They'll come back into the hands of Rayleigh Cowan. Excuse me, it's Gorman with it. Now out to Cowan, left side extended, now into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. This one is just off the back rim, no good. Rebound taken inside. We got another foul on Parsons. Great job by the Lady Tigers getting to the free throw line here so far. Foul is going to be on Cadence Ball. That's her first. Also the fourth on Parsons here with still 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go. And Kylie gets both free throws there. She's coming into tonight, and now Parsons going to take a timeout. Kylie coming into tonight, you get the right line here, a 64% free throw shooter, 7 for 11 to start the year. Now 3 for 4 here in this one tonight. 30-second timeout taken by Parsons here with 5:09 to play. So again, that shot clock, again, it's the SEK League schools have gotten together and decided that they will be participating in this shot clock. So we know for a fact that we're going to have shot clock for every league game this year, home and away, and the home game against Frontenac in early January, right after Christmas. So that was one of the things, the stipulations with Keisha was that if you opted in for this season, you were going to have it for all of your home games. So we're assuming that Paola, since we didn't have it last week, that Paola is one of the schools, and maybe the Frontier League, all of the Frontier League, is not going to have the shot clock this year. But the SEK League has decided to do so, and I think it's going to be interesting how it plays out this year on a trial basis. There will be no shot clock during postseason because it is a trial basis this year, so no shot clock during the postseason, but we will have it, again, during the SEK League games and the home game against Frontenac coming up in January. Foul called on Cadence Ball. So that'll put Fort Scott in the bonus here. And the first free throw for J.C. Rogers is good. J.C. coming into this one 50% at the free throw line. Just 1 for 2, and now that's up considerably as she is 3 for 4. Tonight, another turnover taken by Fort Scott over to Yarick, who's into the game, and she will score from the block. So Aubrey Yarick, the 5'8 junior, getting some action here, and she will make it a 12-0 Fort Scott lead. Ball deflected out of bounds. Parsons will get a sub as Michaela Farrow-Getman checks in. She's a sophomore for the Lady Vikings. And now ball is loose. And it looks like a Fort Scott foul up near center court. Be the second foul on J.C. Rogers. Claire McElroy has checked in for Fort Scott. So Claire back into the game as J.C. will come out with those 2 fouls. Just under 4.5 to play in the first quarter of this one. Fort Scott leading Parsons 12-0. Thanks for joining us here on Duckbait TV. Ball goes to the left side wing. Now into the corner. Heidi Schultz down there with it. She's a freshman for Parsons. Now back out it comes. 5 on the shot clock. Up and under move as Ray go to the bucket. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound taken by Fort Scott. Claire comes out of there with it. Ahead to Gorman. Now inside it goes, and nice job as they get it to Comstock down low. It's Kylie's first field goal of the evening to go with those 3 free throws earlier on. Now Stoneberger has it out front for Parsons. Go to the right side wing. And now a travel call. Vikings will get a sub as they'll get Terry Draper into the contest. She's a sophomore. Fort Scott will also get 5'6" sophomore Allie Wheeler into the game. Pass goes to the right side wing to Wheeler. Now inside it goes to, they get it around to Gorman. She'll try a 3. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound taken there by Yarick, but she missed the putback. And now a steal by Fort Scott after Parsons got the initial rebound. Over to Gorman now on the left side. 3-pointer there. That one a little bit too short. Abby Gorman still looking for that first made 3 of the season. She's scored 16 points so far, but none of them from beyond the arc for the Lady Tigers. There's a shot by Parsons. That one doesn't go. Rebound chased down in the corner by Fort Scott. Now we got a whistle, and it looks like a timeout called by the Lady Tigers with 2:18 to play. It'll be a full timeout by Fort Scott. So we'll take a short break. Fort Scott leading this one 14-0. We'll be right back. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done, or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. So 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. Fort Scott will have possession. Work it up the floor. They get it to Rayleigh Cowan, who's back on the floor now for Fort Scott. Now we got a whistle here out near the free throw line. And it looks like a tie up there. Fort Scott will get Kinley Clements into the game. She's a 5'11 sophomore. She'll replace Kylie Comstock for a breather here. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer on the way. That one doesn't go from McElroy. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Fort Scott, so it'll stay with Parsons here. Lady Vikings come in 0-4 on the season so far. They've lost to Girard, Mulvane, Wichita Collegiate, and Circle in their 4 games so far this year. That pass thrown ahead a little bit too high and out of bounds. So Lady Vikings looking for their first win here tonight. Pass deflected. Now they get it inside. Try to get it down to Yark, and it's lost and stolen away by Parsons. Ahead to Schultz. She'll drive in. Shot is good. And that'll be the first field goal, first points of the night for the Lady Vikings. Wheeler's got it for Fort Scott. Now inside to Yark. Turnaround shot there. A little bit too short. Rebound taken by Parsons. Here comes the Vikings. Ball deflected around, but picked back up again. Another shot here, and this time a charge is going to be called on Heidi Schultz. Offensive foul, so no free throws, even though Lady Tigers are in the bonus here. 1:09 to play in the first quarter. 14-2, Fort Scott with the lead. Pass again inside to Yarrick. We got a whistle. Looks like a foul going to be called here with 59 seconds to go. Foul's going to go on Michaela Farrow-Getman. Free throw is no good. From Aubrey Yarrick. Second one is good. Yarrick just 67% from the free throw line coming in, but that's just 2 for 3. Didn't get there a lot last week in the Paola tournament. And now we've got a whistle here. Looks like another tie-up. Ball back to Parsons. Get it in. 50 seconds to play in the quarter. And another steal by Fort Scott. This one by Rayleigh Cowan. She'll bring it down. And we got a blocked shot out of bounds, or is it going to be a foul? Nope, just a blocked shot out of bounds. I think Fort Scott wanted a foul there, but some good defense from Parsons. Inbounds play comes in. This, I think, is a long 2. And it is good for Allie Wheeler. I didn't see It is just a 2. They put 2 up on the board here. Three-pointer on the way. Looked like from our vantage point, he was just barely on the three-point line. But either way, Fort Scott with a big lead here at the end of the first quarter. Now a substitution for Parsons as he'll get Terry Draper back in the contest. She'll replace Stoneberger. Now Fort Scott has it to Wheeler. You get it back around left side. Now back to Wheeler. They get it to the elbow in the hands of Clements, and we've got another tie-up, it looks like. 6 seconds to play. 6.2. Inbounds play comes in. They get it to Hinman Mitchell. She'll get it to the timeline. Gets spread out, or gets strung out there along the side, and the clock runs out, and we'll head to the second quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, it is Fort Scott 17 and Parsons 2. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. So as we start the second quarter, Fort Scott with the basketball here. They'll get it down into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. That one a little bit too long, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Parsons. Fort Scott will have Lorelei Clark on the floor. She's a 5'9 freshman starting this quarter for the Lady Tigers. They also have Rayleigh Cowan, Abby Gorman, Kylie Comstock, and Aubrey Yarick. The 5 on the floor in red right now for the Lady Tigers. About 30 seconds into this second quarter. Shot from Yarick from the baseline, no good. Rebound taken by Parsons. This is Sayla Ray, the senior, bringing it up the floor for the Vikings. Now it's knocked into backcourt, and it was touched last by Parsons before entering backcourt, so that is a backcourt violation. Back over to the Lady Tigers here. Ball goes to Gorman. Now they go left side into the hands of Clark. She played quite a bit in that tournament in Paola last week. Here's a three-pointer from Yarick. That one a little strong. Rebound on the backside by Rayleigh Cowan, and she'll clean it up with the bucket. Fort Scott now out to a 19-2 lead, and now we got a whistle here. And the ball goes back over to Fort Scott. Turnover from Parsons. Here's a three-pointer. That one no good. Put back is no good. Another foul on the Lady Vikings. And if that's on Cadence Ball, it's number 3. Nope, it's going to go on Terry Draper. Just her first. Free throws here for Yarick. She misses the first. Second one on the way. That one is good. So Yarick gets one of two, and that'll make it 20-2 in favor of the Lady Tigers here early second quarter. Parsons gets the ball back around to Hinman Mitchell. She works against that Fort Scott trap, but breaks it up to Draper. She'll drive the baseline. That one looks like it was swatted out of bounds by the Lady Tigers. Another block by Kylie Comstock. She had two of those last week in Paola, and now we got a whistle on the free throw, or on the shot here. Foul's going to go on Lorelei Clark of Fort Scott. It'll be her first. And now free throws for Terry Draper. She'll make the first one. It's the third point for Parsons here in this first half. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Yorick. Fort Scott will get it out as Gorman will bring it up the court. Abby goes right side with it. Now back inside it goes. Shot there is good, and they'll count it. Foul's going to go on Michaela Farrow-Getman. That's her second. And now Comstock at the line for the and one, but misses. And Parsons comes away with the rebound. They get it quickly up into the hands of Robertson. Now try to pass it around. It's loose on the floor. Finally picked up by Gorman for the Lady Tigers. And Fort Scott will bring it into the front court. Down it goes to Cowan. Now back around. Inside, ball loose on the floor. And a tie-up. Possession arrow favors Parsons, I believe, this time. Fort Scott will get a sub as J.C. Rogers checks back in for Yarick. Parsons will get a sub as well, and they'll get a timeout. Alex Stoneberger will check back in, and the Lady Vikings also take a timeout here. It's like a 30-second timeout. .5:56 to go here in the second quarter. Again, thanks for joining us here on Duckbait TV. We're very happy and proud to be able to bring you content here as the Fort Scott Lady Tigers take on the Parsons Lady Vikings this evening. Of course, we'll have the boys game coming up next as well. One more game for each of these varsity teams from Fort Scott prior to the Christmas break. That'll be Friday. In fact, I believe their last day of school is Thursday, so they shouldn't have anything to worry about Friday but playing basketball, which I always liked as a kid. Here's a whistle, and they're going to give it a 10-second call. So another Fort Scott, or another Parsons turnover forced by the Lady Tigers. Fort Scott forced 65 turnovers in the 3 games in Paola last week. Unbelievable number. Shot there, doesn't go, and got a foul on Parsons. It'll be on Hinman Mitchell. That'll be her first. First free throw is good for J.C. Rogers. Second free throw, a little bit short. Rebound taken by Parsons. Claire McElroy has checked back in for Fort Scott. Looks like she replaced Clark. And another Fort Scott steal. Again, they forced 65 turnovers? Got to find it again here on my sheet. 65 turnovers in the 3 games in Parsons last week. We got a whistle and another foul on Braylon Hinman Mitchell. More free throws for Fort Scott. It's Rayleigh Cowan's first time at the line tonight. She makes the first one. Second free throw good as well. 25-3, another Parsons turnover. You get it back. Now Fort Scott steals it back again. It's loose again, though. Parsons able to come away with it with the shot, but it's no good. Rebound Fort Scott. Gorman comes down the floor. Ahead to Comstock, and Kylie hits the shot from the block. 27-3. Fort Scott with an impressive start here tonight. Drive the baseline shot. A block from behind, but I think they're going to get a foul on McElroy. It'll be the first one on Claire tonight. It's the second one in the quarter on the Lady Tigers, and it sends Heidi Schultz to the line for two. First one, a little bit too short. Fort Scott substitutions as Allie Kalishaw will check in for the first time tonight. She's a 6-foot sophomore for the Lady Tigers. They will also get Allie Wheeler back into the contest. Cowan and Comstock will check out. Second free throw, that one a little bit short, chased down by Fort Scott. Lady Tigers with 4.5 to play here in the first half. Gorman gets it across the timeline. Now they go right side with it, back around it comes. Back over to the right side wing. Gorman for a long two, and that one's good. Gorman's first points tonight. And that Lady Tiger lead increases to 29-3. Ball to the wing, and now it's thrown back to the sideline and out of bounds. So another Parsons turnover. Drive to the bucket. Now they'll kick it back out. Back into the hands. Oh, they find wide open Allie Wheeler on the backside. The shot was no good, but she'll get a couple of free throws, it looks like here. As that foul will go on Michaela Farrow-Getman, and that'll be her third. Also puts the Lady Tigers in the bonus. First free throw for Wheeler is no good. Allie's first two opportunities from the free throw line this year. She makes the second one. Fort Scott pressure defense has just been incredible this year, as it has been for many years from Coach Steps. Ball knocked out of bounds by Fort Scott, so it'll stay with Parsons. 3:37 to play. And 20 seconds on the shot clock. We haven't talked a whole lot about that in the second quarter. Now 10 to shoot. Ball drives in. We got a whistle. Looks like a foul on Fort Scott. That's going to go on Claire McElroy. That'll be her second. And free throws coming for Sayla Ray. First one is good. McElroy will come out as Aubrey Yarick checks back in for the Lady Tigers. And second free throw is no good. Fort Scott grabbed the rebound, but then threw it away. Stolen back by Parsons. Looking it to the left wing, now around to the right side. Try a cross-court pass. Nice job, they got it inside, and the shot by Hinman Mitchell is good. So that'll make it 30-6 now. Fort Scott on top, just under 3 minutes to play in the half. Pass goes to Gorman, left side wing. Abby's got it over there. Now brings it back to the top. Inside it goes to Rogers. Now back out to Ark for a three-pointer. A little bit too short. Gorman chasing after it, but it's out of bounds. And back over to the Lady Vikings. Fort Scott will get a couple more subs as they'll get Kylie Comstock back in the contest. Also, Rayleigh Cowan comes back in. Wheeler went out. Looked like Clements also went out for Fort Scott there. Parsons with the basketball. We'll go to the right side to Schultz. Now ball deflected, but kept alive by Parsons. 15 to shoot. We'll get it to the top of the key to Hinman Mitchell. Now 7 to shoot. They go right side. Now they'll try to get it inside, and it's knocked away and stolen by Comstock. Kylie will get it down the floor. Tried to get it to Rayleigh Cowan, and just a little bit too tall for Rayleigh that time, so it goes out of bounds back over to Parsons with 1:58 to play. And now the Lady Tigers will take a timeout. Their second of the game. It's a full timeout. We'll take a short break as well. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV.
Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend? Either way, Delyn Abatey is ready to help. Nails by Delyn is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1315. Nails by Delyn at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott.
So Fort Scott looks like they'll come out of the timeout with Rayleigh Cowan, Abby Gorman, Kylie Comstock, Aubrey Ark, and J.C. Rogers all on the floor. It'll be Parsons basketball. They'll get it in, try to break the press. And Aubrey able to knock it out of the hands of Parsons out of bounds. It was last touched by Aubrey, though, so it'll be Viking ball on the sideline. 1:56 to play in the quarter. Pass goes to Schultz. Now inside, ball deflected and taken away by Fort Scott. Now we got a whistle here and a jump ball. Inbounds play comes right in to Gorman. Now a three-pointer on the way. That's banked in for Rayleigh Cowan. Parsons quickly down to the other end, and we got a whistle here. And foul going to be on Aubrey Yarrick. That's the first one of the night on Aubrey. First free throw for Heidi Schultz is good. She missed two earlier. Yeah, I think Clark just checked in for Fort Scott once again. Second free throw is good for Schultz. Well, that'll make it 33-8 here late in the second quarter, and it was Lorelei Clark checking in for Fort Scott. Well, she's out there now. Lady Tigers get it around to Gorman on the right wing. Abby with the ball now finds. You get it back to Gorman. Three-pointer there. Doesn't go. Rebound. Nice job. Got to be strong with it there inside. And a foul drawn by Fort Scott. Foul's going to go on Ayanna Robertson. That's her third. And again, Fort Scott is in the bonus. So 2 free throws coming for Aubrey Yarick. He's already 2 for 4 tonight from the line. First one is good here. The Vikings sub. As they will get Michaela Farrell-Getman back in the game. Again, she's got 3 fouls. She will replace Robertson, who also has 3 fouls. We got a whistle here, and now a jump ball after the missed free throw. And possession arrow will favor Parsons with 1:08 to play. And we got another steal by the Lady Tigers ahead to Gorman. Layup is good. So Gorman with 4 now. And the Lady Tigers continue to increase that lead, 36-8 now. And another pass throwing a little bit too high there for Parsons, out of bounds. Clark will inbound for Fort Scott. Three-pointer in the corner. That is off the rim, no good. Rebound by Fort Scott. Over to Cowan for 3, no good. Put back by Yarick is good, though. And now a 30-point Fort Scott lead. We got a whistle here. And it looks like another Lady Tiger foul. This one on Lorelei Clark. That's number 2 on Lorelei. Also puts Parsons in the bonus now. Free throws for Schultz. She misses the first. Fort Scott subs as they will get Allie Kalashaw, Kinley Clements, and Allie Wheeler back in the game as Comstock, Yarick, and Gorman all come out. Second free throw. That one a little short. Rebounded by Kalashaw. Trying to get it to a teammate there, but it picked off by Parsons. And now we got another foul on Fort Scott. It looks like it's going to be on Allie Kalashaw, her first. And free throws coming for Sayla Ray. First free throw good for Ray. Second free throw is also good for Ray. She's now 3 for 4 from the line tonight. And that lead back to just 28, 38-10. Fort Scott with 18 seconds to go. No shot clock now to deal with. They can take the final shot of the half if they wish. 12 seconds left. They'll get it inside. Now back out it comes. Around to Cowan. She'll take a 10-footer off the glass. It goes. And the pass is out of bounds, but it was deflected by Fort Scott, so with 0.6 of a second to play, Parsons will get it in, and they'll run the clock out. And that'll take us to the break with your score, Fort Scott 40 and Parsons 10. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV.
Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend. Either way, Delina Beatty is ready to help. Nails by Delin is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1315. Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott.
So as we welcome you back in, the Fort Scott Lady Tigers lead this one at the half, 40-10 over the Parsons Lady Vikings. Let's run down your leading scorers here so far for Fort Scott. Rayleigh Cowan has 11 points to lead all scorers in this one so far. Kylie Comstock has 9. Aubrey Ark with 7. And J.C. Rogers has 4. Abby Gorman has 4, Allie Wheeler with 3, and Claire McElroy has 2 for the Lady Tigers. Fort Scott again holding their opponents to just 10 points in the first half. Parsons is being led, though, right now by Sayla Ray, who has 3 points, all from the free throw line in this one. Heidi Schultz has 4. Well, I guess Heidi's actually the one leading. My apologies there. So Heidi Schultz with 4, Sayla Ray with 3, Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 2, and Terry Draper has 1 in this one tonight for Parsons in the first half. Again, Fort Scott looking to continue their hot streak as they swept through the Paola tournament last week. They defeated Paola in the first game back on Tuesday, a week ago tonight, 61-37. They took care of Wellsville 51-27 in the second game, and then defeated Perry Lecompton on a poor shooting night, really for both teams. 40-19 was the final score there, and they took home their, well, another Paola Invitational Tournament championship. It's a round-robin tournament, so it doesn't necessarily have a championship game like the tournament in Frontenac we'll see in January, but still, they won all the games, so they take home the championship of that tournament. Parsons, as I mentioned, coming in at 0-4. They lost to open the season to Girard, 69-31, and then lost 3 games last week. They fell to Mulvane, 49-30, back on Tuesday last week. They lost to Wichita Collegiate, 28-19 on Thursday, and then on Saturday, they fell to Circle out of Towanda, 54-23. So they are 0-4 for head coach Wes Kroll. Again, Fort Scott at Parsons tonight. They'll be at Chanute on Friday, and then we're done until the new year. And the first game of the new year will be against Frontenac, a non-league game, and then back into league schedule. In fact, the only 2 non-league regular season games we have are at home against Frontenac on January 7th, and then at Girard on January 28th. Everything else is either a tournament game or an SEK league game, of course. So Fort Scott will have a pretty good chunk of SEK games coming up. They'll also have a really nice run of home games coming up. January 31st through February 25th, they'll play 6 games in that stretch from the end of January to the end of February, and 5 of those games will be at home. So they'll play their first home game on January 7th, And then they go to Labette County on January 10th, and they'll be at home against Pittsburgh on January 14th. They head to Coffeyville on January 17th to wrap up that week. And then it's to the Frontenac Invitational on January 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And then back into, well, they play Girard on January 28th, and then SCK League play to finish out the final 7 games. And 5 of those 7 will be at home. So looking forward to that nice stretch coming up. You hate that they don't get a home game before Christmas, but that's how it works out. You don't get a home game before Christmas, but you get that nice stretch there at the end of the season where you got a whole bunch of home games. So looking forward to that coming up for the Tigers and Lady Tigers as we head through the season here this year. Let's go ahead and take another break. We'll come back and get you ready for the second half in just a few moments. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV.
Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done, or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300.
So as we start the second half here tonight, Fort Scott will have the basketball. Over to Comstock for a long two. It's in and out, no good. Rebound taken by Parsons. Another Fort Scott steal here. Over to Gorman for three. It is too short. Rebound taken by Fort Scott. Loose on the floor, still loose, and now we got, nearly a travel. They are going to call a travel. So another Parsons turnover. We mentioned the Lady Tigers had forced 65 turnovers in the Paola tournament last week. It's, just over 21 a game? My math skills aren't very good, obviously, but shot there by Parsons, no good. Rebound taken by Fort Scott. They'll head back the other direction. Get it inside. Turnaround shot is no good, but a foul, it looks like. And that will be the fourth foul on Ayanna Robertson. There's still 6:47 to go here in the third quarter. Kylie Comstock hits the first free throw. Robertson will come out as Terry Draper will check back in. Second free throw is good. And now another turnover. Pass deflected out of bounds by Fort Scott. Parsons takes it back, or hangs with it. Now we got a whistle here on a foul on the rebound. It's on Braylon Hinman Mitchell. Her third foul. Three-pointer in the corner from Gorman. That one is good. So Abby's hit a couple of those now here in this first half or second half. Pass inside, shot there, doesn't go. Rebound taken by Fort Scott. Cowan's got it out of there. Rayleigh brings it into the front court. Now over to Gorman. Another three. This one in the opposite corner. Got that one to go. So Gorman, who was struggling from three-point range coming into tonight, has now hit three to open up this third quarter. Three-pointer from the Vikings. That one is good. Cadence Ball hits that one for Parsons. Three-pointer, Gorman, in and out, no good. And rebound, they say, was knocked out of bounds by Parsons. So Fort Scott will retain possession here with 5 minutes to play. Three-pointer on the way. That one is good. This one from Claire McElroy. So Fort Scott starting to heat up from beyond the arc here in the third quarter. Pass goes across the court. Loose and stolen away by Fort Scott. Ahead to Cowan. And then knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. We'll stay with Fort Scott. Pass to McElroy at the top. Now they get it back around to Cowan. We got a whistle here as somebody lost a toy. Looked like a youngin' there on the third row wanted to get involved in the game, and we appreciate the enthusiasm, just maybe not right at the moment. Inbound play goes to Aubrey Yarrick, and she'll hit one from the block. And now another turnover. Fort Scott with a 3-on-1. Cowan takes it all the way to the bucket and scores again. Rayleigh Cowan, 13 on the night for the Fort Scott Junior. Shot blocked out of bounds. Another Kylie Comstock block. And now Fort Scott with a couple of subs as Rayleigh Cowan will get a rest. Also, McElroy comes out. Fort Scott gets Allie Wheeler. And J.C. Rogers back on the floor. Inbounds play comes right into the corner. Now back to the right side wing. Shot there doesn't go. Rebound loose, picked up by Fort Scott. Ahead to Wheeler. Now all the way down the floor. Ball deflected and lost out of bounds. Off of Parsons last, so Fort Scott will keep it here. Inbounds play comes to Allie Kalishaw. Excuse me. Not exactly sure what I just said. Allie Kalishaw's checking in for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers. Abby Gorman checks out. Three-pointer from Fort Scott, no good, but they chase the rebound down. Nice job there by Wheeler to go after that one. Over to Yarrick. She'll try a three from the top of the key. It doesn't go. Rebound taken by Parsons. They'll head back the other direction. Three-pointer on the way. That one no good. Put back is good by Kidman Mitchell. Drive to the bucket, and ball loose there. Out of bounds off of Parsons. Look at Heidi Schultz back in the contest as well, replacing Sayla Ray. Bounce play comes into the corner to Wheeler. Now shot there, doesn't go, but a foul. Going to go on Alex Stoneberger, her second. And J.C. Rogers will be at the line for two here. First one is good. Second free throw is good. Ball goes left side. Now they'll sling it back right side and losing out of bounds. Ball goes right side for Fort Scott. They'll get it inside to Kalashaw. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound taken, and now we got a whistle, and it looks like a foul. And who's the foul going to be on? Foul is going to go on Cadence Ball. That'll be her third. Another inbounds play for the Tigers. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Pass goes into the corner. Three-pointer. A little bit too strong that time from Comstock, but Fort Scott grabs the rebound. And I think that was Wheeler to the basket and got fouled. Heidi Schultz will pick up her second foul. That also puts the Tigers in the bonus. This is the first time this year that Fort Scott has been in the bonus in the first three quarters. In each of the first three quarters. Wheeler at the line. I believe she was shooting anyway, but misses the first one. Abby Gorman checks back in for Fort Scott. Comstock will come out for a breather. Second free throw is good for Wheeler, so she makes one of two there. That'll make it 61-15. Shot there, knocked out of bounds. Kalashaw picks up her second foul. First free throw for Schultz is good. Second free throw is also good. Shot there from Gorman is good. Abby hits another one from the corner. We'll make it 63-17. Three seconds on the shot clock. Ball deflected. And they're going to say Fort Scott didn't have possession there. So they will award a shot clock violation. Shot clock got reset there at the scorer's table, but I'm going to say Fort Scott didn't have possession. As Parsons got it right back, so now 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Gorman has it out on the right side. Now they go inside to Kalashaw, and it looks like a travel. There'll be another Fort Scott turnover here. 33.2 seconds to play in the half, or in the quarter. Ball goes inside, now back outside for the Lady Vikings. Three-pointer on the way, and that one's good from Stoneberger. That'll make it 63-20. Fort Scott leading by 43 points here. 8 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's a three-pointer, and that one good from Gorman, and that's now 5 for Abby Gorman in this one. Here's a shot at the buzzer, doesn't go, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter with your score. Fort Scott 66 and Parsons 20.
Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend? Either way, Delina Beatty is ready to help. Nails by Delin is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1315. Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott.
So again, don't forget, we've got the boys game coming up next here on Duckbait TV. Thanks again for joining us here this evening as the Fort Scott Tiger boys will get set to play Parsons here in just a little bit this evening. Lady Tigers trying to close this one out and get victory number 4 on the year. Parsons starts the quarter with the basketball. They'll kick it back out into the hands of Hinman Mitchell. Now they'll go right side with it. Ball deflected there. Fort Scott's got a sub here to start the quarter as Tessa Lancaster is in. The 5'8" sophomore for the Lady Tigers. They also have Lorelei Clark on the floor as another travel on the Vikings. 5'4" sophomore Riley Lorcher is also out there for the Lady Tigers. Kenley Clements and Allie Wheeler also start the quarter for Fort Scott. Lorcher gets it around to Wheeler on the right side. Now inside to Lancaster. Ball deflected away, knocked away by Parsons. They'll come back the other way. Here's a shot, doesn't go, but a foul. Foul's going to go on Allie Wheeler. That'll be the first one on Wheeler here tonight. Fort Scott back with the basketball. Lorcher has it over there. Now around it goes to Clements down on the baseline. Inside to Lancaster. Shot there. Doesn't go. Rebound taken there by Parsons. They come down the court. Nice turnaround move there. Shot is in and out. No good though. Rebounded taken by Clark. Lorelei Clark gets it across the timeline. Now she'll fire from deep. A little bit too short off the front rim. Rebound chased down. Lorcher out there after it. Heads up over there. Out of bounds to Parsons, it looks like. 5.5 to play. Lexi Jones, a freshman for Parsons, will check in here as we are at 2 running clock time now in this one. Pass to the top. They get it around to Robertson, and she'll drive in and hit one from the side of the lane there. Her first points. Now we have a whistle. And it looks like a blocking foul on Parsons out front. It's the 3rd one on Heidi Schultz tonight. First one in the quarter. Three-pointer on the way from Clark. That one off the front rim. Rebound taken by Parsons. Ahead it goes. A long 2 is off the back iron. No good. Rebound chased down by Lorcher. And now we got a whistle, and it looks like a tie ball. Possession arrow, I believe, favors Fort Scott this time as we cross under 4 minutes to play. Pass goes inside to Lancaster, and she'll hit the bucket. So Tessa gets her first points of the evening, and now we got a whistle, and looks like a carry. And a Fort Scott sub here as they will get Lillian Jackson, a 5'11 sophomore into the contest. Her first action on the floor for the Lady Tigers this season so far. They also get Cody Casper, a 5'6 sophomore, into the game. Here's a three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Casper grabbed the rebound, though. That one put up there no good, and we got a whistle and a foul. Looks like maybe Jackson gets the foul here. There's going to be the foul on Lillian Jackson. And now Fort Scott will get Tessa Lancaster back in the game as Kinley Clements will check out. Pass goes into the corner. Three-pointer there from Parsons. No good. Rebound batted towards the baseline. They'll say it's out of bounds to Fort Scott. Pass into the corner. Ball loose. It's going to go out of bounds. And last touch by Fort Scott. Parsons goes far side. Now they'll pass it off. Here's a three-pointer. That one too long. Rebound chased down by the Vikings. Pick back out of there. They get it over to Jones. Another three-point try, and that one's good for Lexi Jones. (68-25). Now the ball is knocked out of bounds. Three-pointer on the way. That one's no good. And now ball is knocked out of bounds by the Lady Vikings. So Fort Scott will have the possession here. Get it into Lorcher. The dribble back to the top of the key. And now a foul. It's the fourth one on Heidi Schultz. It's the second one in the quarter. And 10 seconds to go in the game. Pass there is stolen by Parsons. They'll get it ahead to Schultz. Puts up a shot. Doesn't go. Rebound loose. Taken by Clark there for Fort Scott, and she'll run the clock out, and that'll take us to the end of this one as Fort Scott gets the victory 68-25. And improves to 4-0. We'll take a short break and come back in just a few moments. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV.
Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done, or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend? Either way, Delina Beatty is ready to help. Nails by Delin is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1315. Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300.
Well, as we welcome you back and wrap the girls' game up here this evening, the Fort Scott Lady Tigers get the victory 68-25. They improve to 4-0 on the season, 1-0 in the SCK League. Parsons falls to 0-5 on the year so far, 0-1 in the SCK. Leading scorers for the Lady Tigers tonight, they were led this evening by Abby Gorman, who had 18. 12 of those coming in the fourth quarter, or in the third quarter. 4 3-pointers there for Abby Gorman in the second half. So big night for her. Again, 14 of her 18 coming in the second half this evening. So 18 for Gorman, 13 for Rayleigh Cowan, 11 for Kylie Comstock, 9 for Aubrey Yarrick. J.C. Rogers had 6, Allie Wheeler had 4, and Tessa Lancaster into the night with 2. Claire McElroy also had 5 in this one for Fort Scott. Parsons tonight was led by Heidi Schultz with 6. Braylon Hinman-Mitchell had 4. Alex Stoneberger into the night with 3. Sayla Ray also had 3. Cadence Ball had 3. Lexi Jones had 3. And then Ayanna Robertson had 2, and Terry Draper had 1 in this one for Parsons. Big first half for the Lady Tigers. They were up 17-2 at the end of the first quarter, increased that lead 40-10 by halftime, led 66-20 at the end of the third quarter, and won this one here tonight 68-25. Thanks again for joining us for this production of Duckbait TV. We will go ahead and take a break here for just a few moments as we'll get things stopped from the girls' game and get reset and set up for the boys' game coming up in just a little bit here from Parsons High School. So give us about 5 minutes or so and then refresh whatever device you're watching us on, and we should have the boys' game up and ready for you at that point. So thanks again for joining us. The girls win tonight. The Fort Scott Lady Tigers 68-25. Final score over Parsons.